Hello and welcome to this edition of Monticello Minute Unscripted. I'm your host, Keith Wallace, and as always, we are filming in the Advance Printing Company studio just off the square in beautiful downtown Monticello. My guest today is the Executive Director of Hope Place here in Monticello, Brandy Davis.
Hello.
Brandy, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Hope Place is one of our nonprofits that are in the community that I feel does a lot of good and helps a lot of people. And it's a privilege to have you on today to explain to some of our viewers who may not know everything that Hope Place stands for and what it does in the community. If you would, could you kind of give us just an overview of Hope Place?
Sure. Hope Place Monticello is a pregnancy help organization. A lot of times they're referred to as pregnancy crisis centers. We kind of have moved away from that because we're more of a help organization.
Gotcha.
We help moms, regardless of age or income, during unplanned pregnancies, or if they're just in a place in life where they're needing some material needs met and they're not quite able to do that on their own, we're able to help them meet that need. It just requires a little bit of time investment on their part. We offer education classes for pregnancy, childbirth, breastfeeding, parenting. If you can name it, we probably offer it. We also offer court-ordered parenting classes as well for those that are ordered by the courts. But in that, when they take the classes, they earn what are called baby bucks. And they can then use those in our baby store to purchase cribs, clothing, diapers, wipes, whatever you would need for a baby.
Everything you would need for a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the classes you offer, who are the instructors? Are they in-house or do y'all use?
So most of the classes are, it's called a Bright Course curriculum. They're web-based classes. It's basically a video they come in and watch. After they've watched the video and done the worksheets that go with those, they meet with an advocate from Hope Place, and we go over that with them, answer any questions they may have, and then they also we offer them the opportunity to pray with them as well if they would like us to, and then we do offer in our car seat program they can take a childbirth class at the hospital with Leah O'Fallon. She is the instructor of that class, and it's about 2 hours, and then we have a couple of ladies that have offered their time, they're RNs or just very well versed in breastfeeding. They're able to come into our office and take those classes with them as well, and those last about 2 hours as well.
All right, sounds like a lot of professional help.
Yes.
And you know, you help people from the time they walk in, maybe just finding out that they're pregnant, all the way through the delivery process and then beyond. Is that correct?
Yes, they can take classes up until their children are about 5. That's when we have resources, material resources like diapers, pull-ups, that sort of thing. And they can also get food pantry from us if they're coming to classes. So that's super helpful these days for some of our moms.
Is it just the moms, or is it couples and some couples as well?
Yes, we do have several couples that are coming. We offer our curriculum in Spanish as well.
Nice.
We just had a couple that completed the car seat program in Spanish. So we do have several volunteers that translate for us and come in and sit in with them on their classes and help them through the whole process as well.
Well, that sounds like a great resource. I would think that being a parent for the first time could be a scary experience.
Yes,
especially
it is.
If you're feel like you're not prepared for it. So having an organization like Hope Place that offers sound and professional advice, as well as help from a monetary standpoint, the goods and services that they may need, car seat program, all of that, just so much goes into preparing to have a child and having a child and then adjusting to the new life as a parent afterwards. So it's nice to have an organization like Hope Place in our community to help with that.
Yes, and for us, it's a lot about the connection and forming a relationship with the moms too, so that if they don't have a support system, they feel like they do when they come to us.
Well, that is awesome.
After you deliver, postpartum can be a difficult time, especially if you're alone and you don't have a support system. So we want to be able to be that for them.
That's good. People need someone to talk to.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Now, obviously, donations are a big part of y'all's work, I would think. How could somebody, if they wanted to, be a part of Hope Place as far as volunteering some money or their time or anything else? How would they get a hold of y'all?
So you can call us in our office at 870-460-0067.
Okay.
We have a donor Facebook page called Friends of Hope Place.
Friends of Hope Place, okay.
You can search that on Facebook. Or you can just stop in. We're at 224 South Main Street, right beside the courthouse.
Oh, that's easy to find.
Yeah.
Right next to the courthouse. Okay.
Yes. We love to have volunteers to come in and help process donations, help with events, that type of thing. We also accept material donations. If you're spring cleaning and getting rid of cribs, infant to toddler clothing, as long as it's gently used and in good condition, we accept those items as well.
Food pantry items as well. I know you said you offer that to your couples and young moms.
They can get food pantry each week as long as they attend their class. We try to provide them 2 complete meals each week, along with breakfast items. And during the summer, we like to have extras like canned ravioli and mac and cheese and that sort of thing as well.
Some of my favorites, for
Yes.
sure. Well, that's great. Definitely thank you for talking about that. I think it's something that everybody in our community can research. Second thing I'd like to visit with you about is something that's even maybe a little more personal to you. It's the Hattie's Hot Rods fundraiser that you do every year. I believe it's coming up in September, September 13th.
Yes.
It's a big car show right here in Southeast Arkansas. A lot of great hot rods, trucks. I've seen motorcycles out there. I've seen ATVs out there. Just a lot of great vehicles. If you're a vehicle buff, and you like to go look at classic cars or souped up cars or dressed up cars, that's definitely the place to go. Now, if you would, kind of give me the background about Hattie's Hot Rods, how it came to be, and kind of tell us a story about what made you want to do this in the community.
So in 2018, we lost our daughter, Hattie Grace, and we needed something positive to funnel all of that grief into. And cars are my husband, Brian, and my son, Drake's passion, I guess you could say. They love cars and trucks. And they wanted to do something, and so they're like, hey, let's just have a fundraiser car show. So they put it together, and I think the first year we had close to 50 cars, and it's grown to like almost, I think it was almost 85, 90 this past year.
So this is the 4th or 5th year y'all have done it?
We've done it since 2018.
Oh, wow. Okay.
With the exception of 2020 during COVID. And the fundraiser, basically the money that we get comes from t-shirt sales and car entries, and all of that money gets donated to Hope Place Monticello and the While We're Waiting ministry.
So there's no charge to go to the car show, and y'all usually have vendors there for food trucks and stuff like that. So.
You can come and spectate, look at cars. It costs nothing. It's something good for the family to do. The weather's been nice most of the time. I think we've had one year where the weather was kind of iffy, but people still came out and supported.
And it's not something you have to spend all day, devote a whole day to it. It starts around 10 in the morning normally, and goes to about 2, something like that.
Yeah, registration opens up at 9, and we're usually have handed out awards and wrapped up by 2:30 at the latest, and headed out.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And the proceeds go to some great charities. Could you mention those again?
Hope Place Monticello here in town, which has been on my heart for years. I was a board member, and then while I was on maternity leave after having Hattie, I was able to volunteer there.
And that's what got you going. Yeah.
Yes, and then the opportunity came open to be executive director several years ago. While We're Waiting ministry offers weekend retreats to parents who have lost children, regardless of their age, and it's at no cost. And we were blessed with being able to attend one of those retreats, and we just wanted to be able to give that opportunity to other parents because we benefited greatly from that.
I think that's great. Definitely one of the worst situations a parent can go through is to lose a child. So I think that's great to have that type of support and to come up with a fundraiser that can not only benefit the community with a great car show, but also benefit people who need help and need in times of need that went through something like that. So
Yes, it just gives parents a safe space to share in that grief with other parents that know what they've been through.
well, that is awesome and great to know. And like I said, September 13th, 2025, this year. So mark your calendars.
It's at the Monticello Sports Complex.
Out at the Sports Complex, which is between Monticello and Wilmer. A lot goes on out there. Be sure to put that on your calendars. Hattie's Hot Rods, great fundraiser. And also keep Hope Place in mind, right next to the courthouse. If you'd like to make any donations or if you'd like to be a part of that, just reach out to Brandy and her staff. Once again, I want to thank you for being here today and coming on and talking to our viewers about.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I think these are two very worthwhile missions to talk about that exist in our community, and that's what we're wanting to do. We're wanting to highlight a lot of positive things that are happening in our community with positive people and positive organizations. So
we appreciate it. Thank you.
we look forward to probably having you on again. I hope you.
Yes.
I hope you've enjoyed being here.
Yes.
We've enjoyed having
Thank you.
And take care of yourself. We'll see you next time.
Yep, thank you.
And welcome back. Today our guest artist is Shay Cowling. I've known Shay for quite a few years, and she is a very talented vocalist and has quite a story to tell when it comes to her musical journey and where she's gone with it. So I'm going to introduce her. Shay, welcome to the show. It's great to have you. Our viewers are just can't wait to hear your story. Can you kind of just give us a background about your journey in music?
Well, I can, and I just want to say thank you for the invitation. It's
Of
an
course.
honor to be here. I began singing when I was a little girl. My dad was a pastor all my life, and they actually used to put me on the altar to sing.
Wow. Okay.
So I began.
That's a big stage.
Yeah. So I probably still need to do that, as short as I am. But that's where I started singing. Progressed through the years, sang with my family over the years in their band,
Oh, really? What was the name of the band?
the Robin Hood Family.
Robin Hood Family
Real
Band.
name, real name.
Of course, yeah. Of course, I knew your dad,
Yes.
Robin, and most of the people in town
yes,
did. So.
they knew him, whether it was through church or chief deputy.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. That's true.
But later in years, I decided that I wanted to venture towards country music, and so some friends of ours that my dad had known, we kind of just linked up and said, we have some songs and we'd like for her to record. She wants to record, and he said, okay, do it. So Marty Denton, wonderful songwriter. He's actually from McGee.
Oh, really? Okay.
And went to record, and Jerry McCoy, Ben Arrington.
Oh, yeah, great
Yep,
musicians.
They allowed me to come in and gave me the opportunity, and so
Now, this was recently, or?
that was actually, Lord, probably, I guess that's been 12 years ago when
12 years.
first recorded that first country song there.
What was the name of it?
That was Fall Like a Fool.
Like a
That
Fool.
was the first one that got it going.
And that one's kind of reemerged here as of
It
late,
has.
has it not?
I think it was last year it actually made its way back.
Yeah.
Marty actually contacted me and he said, hey, this song is getting some airplay, and it was actually had reached some small radio stations here in the States,
Really?
but it
Okay.
actually made it pretty big over in the UK.
Is that right?
And I'd
Wow,
actually-
overseas,
yes,
worldwide.
yes.
Wow.
Surprisingly, Australia loves country music.
Nice.
They do.
Okay.
I've actually had DJs from Australia contact me just to chit chat.
DJs from
yes,
Australia?
Yes, they love it.
I
they
bet
love
that
it.
was very interesting conversation.
So,
for sure.
yeah.
What kind of charts? I know it made it on some charts.
Country
correct?
charts, and I mean, really, it's country charts.
Okay, country charts.
Yes.
All right.
And so there's been a couple of stations, smaller stations here in
Yeah.
the States, like in Branson and Nashville, places like that have picked up the song as well. So it's just amazing to see a song that's that old
Yeah.
that's resurfaced.
Well, that kind of rekindled your passion a little bit, did it not?
It did. Just to see something like that and
That
kind
led-
of have those memories come back and the excitement
Yeah,
too.
led to putting you back in the studio
Yes,
too,
yes.
didn't it?
It did. Matter of fact, about a month ago, I went back into the studio and recorded the most recent song that I have out now.
Okay.
And so it's actually been released, and so we're kind of promoting it.
And what's the name of it?
I Want to Love You.
I Want to Love You.
I Want to Love You. And so we're doing that. It's being pushed overseas as well.
Yeah, good.
It's hit a few smaller radio stations.
Will there
here
be
in
an
the
overseas
US.
tour coming up?
I don't even want to think about that. I've never been on a plane, so we're not going to go there.
That's going to be tough. It might take a while to get there by boat.
I said, I don't
Australia.
know. That's the big pond. I don't know. We'll talk about that later. But, you know.
Well, if one of our viewers wanted to listen to either one of these songs, where could they find them?
So the songs are actually on your major streaming devices like Amazon Music. You can go to YouTube even.
YouTube, okay. Spotify?
Spotify.
Okay.
And I think even like Pandora plays.
Is that right?
Yes, it's been released on Pandora. But yeah, Spotify and iTunes. And so the new song is there as well as some of the old stuff as well.
So if you want to check out Shay Cowling's music, that's where you go.
But you will have to look up Shay Hood because it's my maiden name.
The stage name.
Yeah, the
is still
stage
Shay
name.
Hood. Okay, well remember that.
Yes.
Shay Hood, if you're looking for her
Yes.
music on any streaming platform, be sure to check her out. Well, I'm excited not only about your story and about the fact that you're back in the studio and recording some new music, but I believe you're going to give the treat to this audience and you're going to do a little song here for them.
Yes, and it's been a while, so you know, and the pollen kind of has me, but I am going to attempt it, and so I hope I can do it justice. So.
Well, tell us what song you're going to sing.
I'm actually going to sing "Fall Like a Fool."
Oh, the new song.
No, actually, it's the old
that's
one.
The old song. Okay.
It's the one that made everything happen. So,
nice. Well, that's a great choice. "Fall Like a Fool."
So that's the one. So.
All right. Well, we'll be right back with Shay Cowling singing "Fall Like a Fool."
Sitting on my favorite bar stool, margarita in my hand, I see him slipping through that door, sliding off his wedding band. I hope his heart's cold as ice, that'd be a good start, 'cause I'm looking to get fooled tonight, and I hope he can play the part. I wanna fall like a fool tonight. I hope he can fool me with his kiss, and I'll leave before I look and ignore all the danger signs. I wanna fall in love like a fool and get fooled one more time. He'll offer me another drink, and I'll look into his eyes, and if he tries to bend the truth, that's when I'll realize that this will be another time with a brand new Mr. Wrong. And maybe on some other night, Mr. Right will come along. I know I'll be back from time to time, hoping to find what I'm looking for. Well, I just wanna dance all night and listen to some sweet, sweet lies, walk out the door at closing time and fade away into the night, and I'll fall like a fool tonight. I hope he can fool me with his kiss, and I'll leave before I look and ignore all the danger signs. I wanna fall in love like a fool and get fooled one more time. Baby, you don't have to say anything. Let's just get foolish tonight.
All right, we hope you've enjoyed this edition of Monticello Minute Unscripted. Special thanks to our guests, Brandy Davis and Shay Cowling. We'll be back with another episode coming soon, so stay tuned. Remember, you can watch all of these episodes on the Advanced Monticellonian Facebook page. So be sure to like and follow if you haven't already, because they're going to be streaming and ready for you to view. So we'll see you next time.